welcome back to the channel. If you hopefully checked out the morning rant video, had a little bit. I was talking about really looking forward to doing this one. I would, the idea of taking George Washington's words and turning them into songs is very interesting to me. I'm no expert. I was mentioning in that rant video, I guess, that I had to Racer X, that we should do that Yngwie ripoff number. It's been a long time since I heard that. I was doing a little research, so I didn't come off as a complete idiot. I couldn't remember what bands who played with where. Mr. Big over here played in that. Racer X, solo stuff. We've seen multiple. I'm pretty sure we saw him do a number in a spacesuit. I mean, not that, yeah, but I think we saw that. Very interesting. Come fully prepared, as it looks like there. I mean, I'm just a little patriot garb myself, but not much. And that's the only participation I got. I just think the idea, Washington's rules on civility, the WROC. Looks like it's got a whole album. I see over on the side, Go Not Tither. We should put that all together. Now, I was telling a story over in the rant about hopefully not being happy about someone's misfortune and them, needing a soundtrack to remind them to breathe in and breathe out. It was a shame. It was a shame. The social contract has been degrading a lot. And I wonder if we were still capable of being civil to each other, what that would have done to the effect of the social contract keeping us all glued together and performing and producing and surviving in society, doing business and doing what you got to do. Because like today, it seemed like the lowest common denominator had won out, and it was for me to suffer through as the paying customer, not the corporation setting higher standards and hiring policies. And I thought to myself, weird that a system can get built, prop up those to profit, but then they just cut off the bottom at the knees. And then I'm guessing that they probably giggle all the way to bed, sleeping on big pillows full of money. So I don't know. I think we've went astray a few places, but this is really about music. So hopefully the song will be good, and we'll go from there. Paul Gilbert, show not yourself glad at the misfortunes of others. I did look in the comments. The Freudenfrauden song.
Show not yourself glad at the misfortune of another. 1, 2, 3.
Wow. Oh, shit.
Show not yourself glad at the misfortune of another. Show not yourself glad at the misfortune of your brother. Let your conversation be without envy or malice, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Be without envy or malice, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Spit not in the fire.
I didn't exactly so driving, but then the voice, so cool. Very interesting. I really need to see. So, we got called on this the other day. If you're looking to experience this like you would on a radio station, it turns out I tried to sell you nothing on the way in, nothing on the way out. YouTube is covering all those bases, probably for the artist. But interruption and reflection is about all I got. Very possibly, Rollen wrecks your favorite song. Just a heads up. So it might take a while to get to the end. Let your conversation be without envy or malice, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Be without envy or malice, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Spit not in the fire. Guilty. I am sure I am not worthy to be in direct satellite under Washington's rule. I'm sure I am uncouth. I have hopes. I would love for the days of the good humor man to return. I really so simple, so cool. But I really like that section. I like that. Which makes me think of my rant this morning on the other video. I mean, it was the whole thing came down to another person looking at you like you were crazy when you communicated the simplest of ideas to them. And then instead of making a big scene out of it, I left. I was just like, well, really? It's true? You literally can't figure out this moment? The simplest of transactions? Bye. I guess I could have been mean. I'm just saying. That's how the title made me start thinking about this whole thing. And I was like, yeah. But now that part makes me think that I should really be cautious speaking to others. That would be almost virtuous. That is a hell of a smack.
Show not yourself glad at the misfortune of a neighbor. Show not yourself glad at the misfortune or a failure. Let your conversation be without envy or malice, for it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Tractable and commendable nature. Spit not in the fire.
This thing is fire. Don't spit in the fire. Man, it looks like a lot of lag. It's hating what we're saying here. Now, I believe that. I'm crazy. The ducks, the tinfoil hat wearing ducks, and myself, pretty sure that when we're doing something safe and profitable for the algorithm, I don't have hardly any lag. But then all of a sudden, some sort of topic that might not be, rush to the front row. Lag. I saw it. I'm sure it'll come through in the recording. I was just going to reflect on the fact that I am a little bit sad. I think I would have been happier having more talent. I think having more talent allows you to pull off interesting outfits. And then dude's, that bag he's wearing is just, I can't stop looking at that thing. That has got a lot of compartments. Where the hell was it? I know. Oh, there we go. Man, that is. God, see, I don't think I have the ability to pull that off, but I think I wish I could. Not really, because that'd be a waste of a wish to have like that sweet ass storage device there. But man, does that catch my eye? I'm just like, that is a lot of pockets. I could put. I suppose if you have like bass gear in there, that makes sense. I would probably. I could think of other things I'd want to put in there. I just don't think I could handle everyone looking at me like, what the hell is that? But if I had immense talent and could shred, they wouldn't ask. They would just think I'm cool or different or whatever. I'd have to. I guess I'd have to wear pants too. I'm not. I'm not much for pants. That is a personal reflection brought to you by Reactions, Rants, and Rabbit Holes. It turns out it's an interesting bag.
For it is a sign of a tractable and commendable nature. Spit not in the fire.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to check. Well, okay. First, we'll just have to check out the whole thing because I just had a. Well, I don't think it's really an epiphany, but I really just realized something. Listening to that is fire, and I was like, I kind of upset that the Tea Party got asked out way back when. I don't know. I guess they were too threatening to the upcoming woke revolution that was going to get front page news, so they kind of wiped them out. But I kind of wish we had two opposing groups of cosplayers. You could have your furry trans alphabet army thing going on. That's fine, as I've said for years. I mean, you do you, as long as you're doing no harm. It's not for me to say what you do in your bedroom. And I'm positive you've got to smell weird in your furry suit, so I wouldn't want to be around that group either. But you can exist. Who cares? So at the same time, I wish the tea parties, the back in the day, when I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I remember the Tea Party was doing not back in the day, but I mean what, 90s, 2000s. But then they got asked out somehow, and you know, I guess they got swapped out for the extreme movements. I guess I would have been happier with liberty-based cosplayers. I could imagine the bands, the aesthetic, the whole thing. I think I would have went to a few of them rallies. I think that'd have been fun. Like, yeah, like the Renaissance Festival for, you know, constitutionalists and patriots and natural law, because we know a lot of those guys knew their natural law as well. We won't get into that here, but a lot of Masonic knowledge in the creation of our country. That's for another day, probably a Tuesday. What's that, Duck? Yeah, he said Tuesdays. Other than that, the song was fire. Paul Gilbert of Washington's Rules of gosh, I want to keep saying etiquette, and it's not. It's civility. Whatever. You know, yeah, I'm crappy with that part, but I'm pretty sure I enjoyed that a lot. That was cool. I liked it, and I would like to check out more of it. So hopefully you'll join us there. Otherwise, I could do this alone. Technically, me and the cat are usually here alone anyway, so yeah, it all works out. Later.